Yeah, g'day everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Coast Titans Frontline podcast. My name's Dane from Clarkey's Rugby League column, and I'm joined every week by Russ from Dani and Blake. Another week, another loss in the men's side, but our women do get the job done there, Russ. So a little bit of joy for us, mate. How was the weekend?
Yeah, weekend was good, mate. I feel like we're at that end of the season, especially for the men, where we're like, let's just start it. Let's get 2026 going now. I don't know, I'm ready for 2026. Don't you reckon? I'm happy for the girls. It looks like they're on the verge to making finals, which is exciting for the Titans. But definitely for the men's, I think we want this game over. We want to avoid the spoon, and let's just start fresh.
Yeah, that's all that's left to do there, realistically. Yeah. Just quickly before we start, to our listeners, Russ is walking 150 kilometers this coming month, is it?
Yeah, so it started yesterday. So I've already done 20 Ks. My legs are sore, but yeah, doing it for Camp Quality. So it's called Big Kids for Little Walks, and it's for kids impacted by cancer.
Awesome. So if you guys want to check out Blake's socials, Blake Russell Official on Instagram there, all the links will be there to donate and support it. Make sure you mention you're from the Frontline, and get behind what is a great cause. And let's jump straight into our Titans news segment. Last week, we had reports that Brian Kelly and both Philip Sami will not be offered extensions past next season when they are signed. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that, please.
Well, it's been rumoured for a long time, especially with Brian Kelly. We're pretty sure, we've been told, there's been rumours that Philip Sami wants to go to Perth Bears in 2027. I don't know. I thought Philip Sami was one of our best backs this year. I reckon we'll miss him. But obviously Josh Hannay, he's not in his future plans. So I guess we have to go with what our new coach wants.
Yeah, for me, it comes down to, with Brian Kelly, I was always happy with having a Rocks or Diamonds player because he could still produce those really good moments and get us over the line in games. But we're not really playing that sort of ad-lib attacking style of footy like we thought we would this year. So his bad moments are standing out much worse than they used to. So he doesn't suit the Titans mold with his play style and how he goes after games. So I would agree with the decision there to move on Brian, even though he has been a big part of our club for a long time now. Philip Sami, I still can't get around. I think he has a lot of great qualities in his game, like a mini Brian Toto of sorts, where
I agree.
He just comes in and gets huge meters, huge post-contact meters.
He had the highest running meters, didn't he? Or most post-contact a couple of weeks ago. Before he's been injured, but he was leading the comp.
Yeah, you're spot on. He has, and he does that a lot. He's a great player. So I will miss Sami, but I will say, as much as I'll miss him, if he is not going to be with us past 2026, then unfortunately it probably is in reserve grade for most of next season and leaving earlier if possible. Just because I feel like the outside backs is an area that we do have enough depth. We do have enough quality coming through. And although we had the most under-19s reps in the Origin arena earlier this year, we've already lost two of those, being a 5'8" and a fullback. Not directly a centre per se, but definitely players that could slot into the centres potentially. So we're already losing our young guns. We don't want to keep losing them. And big news that dropped only a few hours as of us recording this on a Tuesday at 5 p.m. 3 assistant coaches gone next year: Michael Monaghan, Brett White, and Jim Lenahan. What were your thoughts when you read that?
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect with that, but it's pretty much adamant that Josh Hannay wants to come here and he's starting fresh. He wants a fresh new start. And to be honest, I think those blokes, great blokes and whatnot, but I think maybe that's the best thing that we need at this club. At the moment, look at this year. This is probably one of, if not our worst year we've had. It's probably what we need as a club.
Yeah, I would agree with that, man. I think our football department has really let us down this year, and there hasn't been that change throughout the year. We haven't seen anything really trialed. We haven't seen new interchange systems trialed. That's been a big gripe with the fans all year. We haven't seen players trialed in different positions. We've seen Chris Randall, who we all don't like at back row, stuck in the back row. And so because there hasn't been that change, I suspect from the outside looking in that Josh Hannay's kind of seen that and gone, look, these guys don't want change and I need change. So the only way I'm going to get change is if I remove you all and start fresh. He wants nothing to do with the former Titans. Josh Hannay wants to build his own version of the Titans. So although it sucks for those 3 blokes personally, and they all have done fantastic things. You know, Jim Lenahan's someone who has won premierships with the Burleigh Bears. Brett White is a former Australian Kangaroos and New South Wales Blues assistant coach.
Yep.
It is time for change. It's as simple as that. It is time for change, as much as we can respect and appreciate all of their efforts for the Titans to date, mate. So big news there for everyone, and we'll jump into our game review sections. NRLW time, our Titans girls beat the Eels 26 points to 20, and I'll be honest, this game was never really in danger. We were always well ahead, it felt like, watching this one.
Yep.
But we did want to keep them to a lower amount. We did note in the preview show they probably average around 10 this year outside of that one game against the Raiders. So the fact they got to 20 is concerning, but we were able to win with our attack, Russ, and pick up a 26-20 victory, mate. What did you make of this contest?
26-10, mate.
26-10, sorry.
Yeah. No, so by the stats, like they actually dominated us in most stats. Like it was very even, but we were just stronger. Like we just our forwards just ran through theirs. Pretty much that's like from that game, we were just a stronger team. Like, and like pretty much if you look at all of our stats, they actually beat us in pretty much every stat. Post contact meters, runs, everything. But we were just, I don't know, we just executed the game better.
Yeah, I was just double checking the stats myself there. My apologies on getting that score wrong. That's what happens when you have fat fingers and you type incorrectly on the keyboards there. Georgia Hale up with 49 tackles again. That's incredible. Jessica Elliston with over 150 meters. I feel like we're still not quite getting enough production from Leilani Montgomery at fullback there. 11 runs for 85 meters, but only the one tackle break. You know, Chapo's if she's not making breaks herself, she's attracting defenders in and getting that offload.
But
so we are still missing. She'll be back this coming round, which is very, very, very good for our team. I feel like we do need her back in a way there. Talia Fuimano, she's been really good the last few weeks at 5'8". She's definitely come on and is playing at that level we would need her to realistically again. So that was awesome. But all things considered, as we said, we wanted to keep the Eels to a low score. We did that. We get the victory, and ultimately we move on to the next game next week, which we will preview for you.
Chapo hasn't been named, actually.
Okay, so not in the extended side either.
Well, there's 2 spots that don't have names, so I can't see if they've missed her out. But by the names that are here, she's actually not in the squad. So maybe she's week after. But she did say, I did see on when watching the game that she was hoping to be back this game, if not the week after. So it might not be as serious as we thought.
Yeah, and I think even with Chap, we'll get to the preview later, actually. I'll park that there. So our girls sit in 6th position. We are 3 points clear of anyone below us. So at this stage, essentially, if we win one more game on the run home, we should be playing finals again in the NRLW, which is awesome. The fact we get Chapo back as well makes it even better. Alrighty, game review time for the NRL side of things, mate. The Dolphins beat us 36 points to 30. And you know what? It's just another game that we should have won. Like we just shouldn't have been conceding 36 points.
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Conceding 36 points. You're not going to win a game conceding 36 points. Yeah, we scored 30, but 36. You're not going to win.
Yep, I'd rather lose 12-0.
Yeah, like
it's just because that'd be different to what the theme of our season has been.
Yeah,
it's just disappointing. And again, these tries are coming really like the AJ Brimson one. The Dolphins had slacked off because they felt like they were so far ahead. Then they hit back with Cody Nikorima. Then we hit back with Jaden Campbell. But it's like, guys, why are we stopping to pat ourselves on the back? You know what I mean? Like, it's like they shot it to an early lead and we claw it back. We go into halftime 18-0 somehow. And the mindset is, let's give ourselves a pat on the back. That was pretty good. That was looking like they were going to put a big score on us. But
we're not talking about the first 10 minutes where we were 18-0 down, but
yep.
They scored 3 tries in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'm just looking now. So, they were 18-0 after 11 minutes. It's
11 minutes. See, like,
what can you say about that? Like,
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say to break that down or to add any level of context that makes it acceptable. I think the most disappointing thing was that we did claw it back to 18-0, but we have such a losing culture in the team at the moment that we celebrated that at halftime as if we'd achieved something. Then they come out and score in the 46th minute and the 48th. So it's guys, did we learn nothing from the first half when they scored 18 points quick? I when I broke this one down on Andy Raymond's podcast, I do a pod with him every Sunday night. I was a lot more critical of our team. Cooled down a little bit since then, but did we learn nothing, guys, from the start of the game? What did we talk about at halftime? Why did we pat ourselves on the back and think that we'd achieve something by clawing it back to 18? You know what I mean? Achieving something was winning here and avoiding the wooden spoon, which we didn't do. So it's not good enough. No. And we could go around in circles and tell you that.
But it's been the same all year. It's just been our season. You know what I mean? And I actually feel like the boys just don't know how to win. Yeah. They've lost that winning mentality. If we'd had a couple more games, we would have won that game. We should have won that game. We could have won that game easily. It's just they don't know how to win at the moment.
Anytime you score 30, you should be winning the game. You consider that. So we take the first 11 minutes and the first 8 minutes of the second half. So in a period of In a period of 20 minutes. So in about a quarter of football, they scored 30 of their points. What the hell? Outside of that, for 60 minutes, they scored 6.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. It's so fun when we win games, and it's not like the Manly game didn't really count, although it was a breakthrough moment. We knew something was wrong with Manly at the time. I miss the early in the season we beat the Roosters, that game there. We actually came on here and we broke it down from different angles. We spoke about what needs to improve. We spoke about what we really like, what we need to build on. And it just feels like ever since then, it is really hard to jump on this podcast and break down anything from the Titans and put a positive spin on it. And then we don't want to be that podcast that's just sitting here spewing negativity. So it's been a really tough
hard. Ever since then, it's been hard. Hey, the first 4 or 5 games, we were positive, we were doing all right, and then it's been hard because even everyone watching the Titans would be the exact same. It's literally it's the same old Titans.
Yep. And even if we gave you guys the most comprehensive breakdown as to why we conceded all those points early, it doesn't make it any better. It still happened. And there's no excuse that it happened in a professional sports team. So it's a tough one to break down for you guys. And ultimately, I think we do park it there rather than just going around in circles with negativity. We've said our piece. Hopefully, you guys respect our stance there. And affiliates recap time. Jets actually did lose, guys. They lost 34 points to 16 of the South Logan Magpies. But fortunately for them, the Brisbane Tigers lost later that round. So the Jets will play finals. We won't preview that game. We won't talk about it yet because it's next week. The Queensland Cup has a week off. So when we speak to you guys next, we'll be versing the Sunshine Coast Falcons on the Sunshine Coast. We'll break down which NRL players are available for each side and give our tip for that. Fingers crossed our Jets can do something there. Alrighty, preview times, mate. Let's preview our NRLW game. We're taking on the Knights at McDonald Jones Stadium this Sunday at 1:45 p.m. For me, I think this will be a really tough game. The Knights are a quality opposition. I kind of view the Broncos, Roosters, and Knights as the top 3 NRLW sides. They're probably a step behind, I would suggest, than the Broncos and Roosters in terms of coming into the finals home stretch here. But I still think at home they'll be tough to beat, particularly because Knights fans, they're one of the fan bases that really does turn up for the earlier game, being the NRLW, curtain raiser, if you will, or doubleheader. So I think there'll be a decent crowd there. They'll mostly be Knights supporters. They're in better form than us. I do think we lose this game, Russ. How are you seeing it?
I actually give us a chance. I actually reckon we're a chance because the Knights are actually on 10 points and 7th is on 6. So realistically, they've probably already made the finals and they can only really go as high as 3rd. They can't make the top 2. So I don't know. That we've got more to play for. We win, we're in. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yep. I feel like the last 2 weeks, the girls have actually been playing pretty good. The last couple of weeks, the girls I feel like they're getting better. And I actually feel like we can win.
Well, just looking there, points conceded, 17 points per game on average for the Knights, 16 for us. So if we get our defense right, we give ourselves a chance. They do average more points. They average 22. We only average 14 a game. But they are on a 3-game losing streak. Those games, however, have been to the Roosters and Broncos, which I'll forgive.
Yeah.
And then they had a 1-point loss to the Sharks. So a pretty close one there. So
they've lost the top 3.
Yeah, they're out of form, but to the best teams. So
yeah, fair.
This, I'm sure they look at this as an opportunity to bounce back. If I had to put a tip on this game, I would suggest they come back. But I do like your thinking. I don't think we're completely out of this game. I still think we're a good opportunity.
Yep.
The Knights have been a little bit dissettled ever since the rumors of Jesse Southwell, their halfback, going to the Broncos next year, have sort of come to surface. So maybe an opportunity there for us to get them. Like I said, if I got a gun to my head, guys, I will tip the Knights. I think they'll view us as a bounce back.
I think it'll be a close game.
And even if we lose by like 4, 6, let's say we lose by a converted try, we still take positives from it, right?
100%.
We look at our ladder position.
The Raiders in the last game, and they're coming 10th. And all we need to do is go home and beat them. And then we
should do it.
Because that 1 point will get us in. So yeah, we should make finals.
In saying that, our mindset can't be for this game that, this will be a tough one. But we know next round we've got an easy one. We still want to try to win this one, absolutely.
100%.
Fingers crossed we do. Alrighty, men's time. NRL. We've got the Tigers at Seabus Super Stadium Saturday, 5:30 p.m. I'm excited for this game because it's the end of a chapter in what's been an incredibly disappointing season in Des Hasler's coaching book, most likely. And the fact that he's never won a wooden spoon. Now, we have an opportunity to win here. I suspect the Eels will beat the Knights in the final game of the regular season and avoid the wooden spoon. Now, is that something for Des Hasler to celebrate? Absolutely not. But it would be nice to send our coach off with at least not his first wooden spoon in what has been a really decorated coaching career.
And probably his only. I don't know if Des will coach again. It's probably, if he does win, it'll probably be his only wooden spoon.
Yep, I would agree with that. I can't see too many clubs keen on picking up Des after his form with us. And certainly when you look at Titans coaches that have left us in the past, it is usually an assistant coach for a number of years. Just trying to think. John Cartwright is the only coach to have left the Titans and picked up a head gig somewhere else, head coach gig, and that's in the Super League. So
there is reports today that Justin Holbrook might be going to the Knights, and good on Justin, I reckon, if he goes there.
Yeah, it'd be good for Justin. I actually don't have any bad will towards Justin and his time in the club. Absolutely honest.
Right.
Like we chose to move him on. He didn't choose to leave the Titans. So if he goes to the Knights and has a successful career, I'd actually be happy for Justin there.
100%.
Onto this game specifically, a bit of excitement in this one. I'll start with the Tigers. Hamasi Makasini. He has played in Harold Matthews, so under 17s in New South Wales. Absolute gun. He debuts for them on the wing. So just from like a footy fan perspective, I am really excited to see his debut. From a Titans fan's perspective, I can't tell you how excited I am to watch the debuts of Carter Gordon and Cooper Bye off the bench. We've wanted this for the past 7 rounds, ever since Carter Gordon was declared fit again and Cooper got a debut in basically his first game in Queensland Cup.
We've been like, for it every week. Every week we've been asking
get their chance, mate. Are you going to tip us here? You reckon we're a good chance?
Yeah, why not? I'll tip us last game at home. Member down. I reckon, you know what? This is a call. I reckon Carter Gordon goes over for 2 tries too.
I love that. I'll tell you what. Throw out every bit of form between the Tigers and Titans. The only thing I pay attention to is that they're both attacking teams. I think this will be a high-scoring game in the afternoon conditions. But I remember, we beat the Storm in 2023 in a shootout on a Saturday afternoon at Seabus. We can win this game, absolutely. We always do well in the final round of the season. I don't have any stats prepared for that for you guys specifically, but I remember Tanner Boyd's field goal against the Warriors in a comeback. And I just remember, we seem to do well in what's now become members round for us. So,
and surely the boys are pumped up. It's Foreign's last game. Surely that's a massive incentive. The boys want Dez's last game, Foreign's last game, members round on the coast, 2 debuts, exciting debuts. We've been waiting for, mate. We should steamroll them. Titans should turn up and steamroll them, really.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Tigers still score 20 or so points on us, but we should be scoring 40 plus in the afternoon conditions here. Jaden Campbell, goal kicking. I do see us winning here. It's been such a disappointing year for everyone involved with the Titans. The coach has been sacked. As you said, it's one of our leaders' last games. We've got debutants. There's everything to play for here.
Yep.
Whereas for the Tigers, where does their motivation come from for this game, right? Because they've clearly avoided the spoon this year. That was their goal, having won 3 in a row. They don't particularly hate us as the Titans. They're playing away, so there's not really advantage there. It's just a game for them.
Yeah, realistically, it's a nothing game for them.
They got nothing to gain, whereas we've got everything to gain here. We don't have much to lose besides sending out Desi a loser and winning our 4th wooden spoon or 3rd. which would absolutely suck. We've got everything to gain here. So we can come out with an attacking mindset from the opening bell, fix up our start to halves because they were really poor against the Dolphins. That's our key to victory.
Yeah.
Let the Tigers know in that first 10 minutes that this is our grand final. As embarrassing as that is, and I know Titans fans won't love hearing that and rival fans will laugh at us, this is our grand final because we can avoid a spoon and send two key people in our club in Des and Kieran off winners and welcome Cooper and Carter to, the future of our club. We can welcome them. Yeah. So, man, I'm pumped up. I'm juiced for this game, man. I really feel we can get the job done. I'm going to go Titans 13 plus.
13 plus, bro. I do it every week. 13 plus. This could be the game.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I really think we can win this one. It's a tough year for Titans fans, players, everyone involved with the club, but this marks our final opportunity to get up together, get up as the front line. So let's just throw everything we've got and support one last time, and fingers crossed, by the grace of the footy gods, we can get a dub here and avoid the wooden spoon. Please. That's all we need. We just need a win, please. And
hopefully the Eels do us a favor. Everyone support the Eels if we win on Sunday afternoon. I don't care if you put an Eels jersey on, support them so we don't have to get the spoon.
Yes, we are blue and gold this round. And
we are blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
That's right.
All righty, guys. Thank you so much for being here in our latest episode. Don't forget, guys, we'll be back next week to break it all down for you, preview our women's season and preview the Jets round one of the finals, guys. So thank you for being with us. We will see you next week. And Russ, give me a go the Titans.
Go the Titans.